When Irma came, it was not anticipated that the hurricane was going to be nearly as bad as it was. While we prepared like any storm, we weren't ready for that magnitude.
We had a preview of what it could be like for us in St. Croix when we saw the aftermath of Hurricane Irma, and then when Maria was bearing down, we knew that it was going to be very bad.
Cane Bay Cares was created shortly after both hurricanes, Irma and Maria, and it was in response to David Johnson and myself seeing the great needs that were very present in the U.S.V.I. territory.
The immediate focus was to provide relief for all of the people of the U.S. Virgin Islands. We actually chartered a 737 out of Miami so that we could evacuate our staff. Nearly 2/3 of our staff elected to go on the flight. For the remaining seats, we partnered with the government and got as many people out as we could, including pets, spouses, and as quickly as we were able to, we arranged to charter another 737 out of Miami. This one had a much larger capacity. We got the remaining members of our staffs and their families and their pets out, but then also worked with the government again and had a list of people that were high risk that the government had put together, and we filled both planes all the way with as many lives as we could. And it was really a great team that all did all that they really could to try to help us go from a management consulting and analytics company to a nonprofit and really a logistics company to figure out how to get bottles of water to a person who needed it.
In the beginning, identifying the primary three was what we came out with, and that was your initial and immediate needs, i.e. power, places for people to congregate and be able to eat. The second part was being able to fulfill those with food and water and all the sustainable goods that we identified. And the third was to give them a long-term or a longevity, whether it was in their own homes and branch out from the community center.
What do we got? Lots of stuff.
And it was a challenge. We were literally calling all around Miami area because that's where we partnered with VI Cargo, which was an amazing shipping partner for us. That's where they were located. So there was not a bottle of water anywhere around. We ended up having to get water from a grocer in Tennessee. We were not really able to find much food. There were food distributors, but it was very difficult to have the quantities of things that we needed. Also, generators were very scarce. It really didn't even matter what it took to get it done. I literally just gave my credit card and said, buy what we need to buy. And we were just ordering things. We were just getting it shipped in and figuring out. We were making it up as we were going along, doing the best that we could. But from my standpoint, I was erring towards, hey, we'll figure it out later. Let's just order the stuff. Let's get it sent. It's needed today more than ever. So let's do whatever we got to do to get it there.
44 generators to schools and churches, including 50,000 bottles of water, over 75,000 pounds of various relief aid.
Perfect. We got baby formula. Baby formula coming.
Everywhere from diapers to medicine, to all the way to very basic food, as well as
cleaning supplies and things for the mold.
A great number of items that enabled people to live just a little bit better for a period of time as we all worked fast to rebuild.
When you show up and there's a group of 1,000 people waiting and you're trying to do logistics and organization and you're dealing with other government agencies that might want to do it a little bit differently and you're trying to keep everything going, I think the moments of comedy will be the things that stick with me forever is seeing somebody just crack out laughing. They're standing in line and somebody does something that the whole group doesn't necessarily think is the best way to do it. And the whole group just starts laughing about it, and finding those joyous moments in a time where, you have no power, you're keeping things, you haven't eaten a hot meal in who knows how long. I think the moments of joy are definitely the best memories that I have.
And the small things that we were able to do, when you put it together with everything that the federal government did, that the government of the Virgin Islands did, that individual churches and community groups and other businesses and other families did, when you put it all together, it's a lot. So every small effort, when combined with all the other ones, really can make a difference.
I think there was almost a bit of disbelief that we were able to do some of the things that we were able to do, and that was one of the most gratifying things for us, especially not as a Red Cross organization or anyone with that type of experience.
The biggest thing that touched me when I was boots on the ground and facilitating some of this was the overall looks on people's faces when you showed up. It went from a look of scared and desperation to a hope. And to bring that to somebody is something that for the rest of my life will touch my soul and will be something that I will never forget.